Well, drive on, mama. Andrea TV here from driveonmama.com, coming back to you tonight on Friday, January 7th, 2022. We just arrived on the avenue about 5:50 and accepted our first order about 5:59. We are going to La Liguras, never been here before, a total of 2.3 miles for $11.46. Let's pick it up. And it is freezing today, literally 28 degrees right now. We'll see how long we stay out. And here we are. La Liguras Indian and Nepali restaurant. You can't see because of the light, but it's a pretty sign with flowers. Okay, so they just advised me that it's going to be 8 to 10 minutes. So already I've turned on Doordash just to see if I can get something very close in the meantime, or something better and cancel it, or we get a stack. If they give us a stack for a comparable amount, then we'll keep both. But I'm going to wait in the car because it's freezing. Okay, the time is now 6:13. We have canceled the Uber Eats for $11.46. Picked up a stacked order on Doordash, $17.75, going to 2 different stores in 2 different homes. But essentially, it will be keeping us in this area, even though it's a total of 4.7 miles, and we're going. Okay, we have arrived at Duke's counter. Couldn't film at Sababa because the maitre d' was literally watching me walk up, so I didn't want to disturb anything. But we're at Duke's. Okay, the time is now 6:47 p.m. Dropped off the second order, and there was a hidden tip on the first going to Sababa, so that instead of being $9.75 was $12.25. The second order was
in half a mile. Take the 4th exit.
Okay, completed that at 6:47, going back to the avenue, and the first person was a hidden tip, so instead of $9.75 it came out to be $12.25. The second person remained at 8, so we earned a total of $20.25, and we're going back to the avenue. Okay, we're back on the avenue. Just picked up an order from Nan Wise for $8.25, going 0.8 miles. And then they sent an add-on at Nando's Peri Peri for an additional $9.75 for 2.7 miles. We're going to get them both. Okay, time is currently 7:44. We are back on the avenue and picked up a batch for $19.94. The first pickup, 6.6 miles in total. The first pickup was at Bandit Taco across the street. Second pickup at Roaming Rooster, and I was 1.2 miles away when I accepted the order. Let's go get it. Okay, the time is now 8:28 p.m. We dropped off the second order, which was going to a hospital, at about 8:10, and then it took us about 15 minutes to get back over to the avenue. Went through a few orders that were too far, even though it was good money, because I can't take 15 minutes after every drop off to get back because I'm not going to be out here all night. So now it's 8:28, just accepted $9.53 on Uber Eats, going to Nando's Peri Peri for 1.3 miles. Okay, time is now 8:29. They sent an add-on for $9.50. They said no additional miles. I have found that anything less than, I'd say 3/4 of a mile, they don't count as an additional mile, but I'm almost sure it's not the same address. But we're going to Umi Japanese also. Let's go. Okay, Nando's was closed, so we are just at Umi Japanese Cuisine now, and hoping for an add-on or a Doordash for the same location. Okay, Doordash just sent a McDonald's for 2.3 miles for $9.75. Still waiting on the Umi. If they can have it ready within the next couple of minutes, then it'll be fine for me to do both. If they take longer than that, I may have to drop one of them. Not sure which one, but it probably will be the McDonald's. It's always a chance of hitting tip at Japanese, Indian, Thai, those type of food. Okay, we received an add-on for an additional 0.3 miles going to a bistro on Uber Eats, and the Umi Japanese still wasn't ready at the time of accepting it, so I have unassigned the Doordash. So now we have a batch for Uber Eats, $9.50 and $9.69 add-on. Let's go. It's a little hard to see, but that is the Bistro du Coin. Okay. Let's see what they have. Gotta know the meet outdoors. And you call as soon as you get there and start the timer. And they say, I'll be right down. And it's 2 minutes left on the timer. Yeah. Time is now 9:15. Lesson learned. She said she was going to be right down, but she sent her husband down. And he didn't say anything. And she didn't say someone else is picking up. So we were both standing there for 6 minutes unnecessarily. Well, that's a lesson learned. Time is now 9:15 p.m. Just dropped off the meat at door. The customer's name was a woman's name. And as soon as I got there, I called her and she said, I'll be right down. A gentleman came down and let me in the building because it was cold and they had on their socks only. We're standing there for 6 minutes, him in the outer vestibule, me in the inner vestibule because he let me inside. And not until 6 minutes did he say, are you the Uber Eats driver? And I said, yeah, I should have asked you. Lesson learned. Sorry to keep you in the cold. So just delivered, and we're on our way back to the Avenue. Speak up. And while I'm thinking about it, I just want to let you know that I didn't call support when the Nando's Peri Peri was closed. I know during the dinner rush hours and Friday night in general, it's very busy, and the likelihood of me getting an add-on was great. So instead of me spending the $5 to tell them the restaurant was closed to get $3, I'd rather wait for another order. In this case, it was an additional $9 and change for less than a mile added on. Okay, just picked up the order from Nanwise, and they did send an add-on. I don't remember the dollar amount, and didn't. I think it was like $7.18 to go to an additional half mile, and we're going. Okay, the time is now 10 o'clock on the dot, back on the Avenue, waiting for the next order. Okay, time is now 10:05. Just accepted a batch order Uber Eats, going to Shake Shack, 1 stop, 2 drop-offs for $15 and change, and a total of 4.4 miles, but it's not taking us too far out of our neighborhood. Let's go. We have arrived at the Shake Shack. Let's go get those orders. Okay, the time is now 10:36 p.m. Just dropped off both orders, received a batch order, and since McDonald's now allows, or I should say Uber Eats now allows batches, I am doing a batch going to Arlington, Virginia, but I'm not dropping off there. I'll be dropping off back close to the Avenue. So I'm picking up for 2 different locations, McDonald's and Pizza, and then I'm bringing it back to the Avenue, which I like to work anyway. So it's $13.27, I believe, for 5.3 miles in total, and we're off. And pizza, here we come. Time is now 11:24 p.m. We dropped off both orders, and I'm on the Avenue now, but before I can get back to my favorite McDonald's, received a $7.75 Doordash going 3.2 miles, but most of those, well, half of those miles are me getting to Wingo's, and then the other half is me coming back to the area I'm leaving now. So we're going. We have arrived at Wingo's. Let's go. Okay, the time is now 11:43 p.m. Dropped off to the customer. Just accepted a batch from Doordash, $9.50 for a total of 2.1 miles. Both pickups are on the same block essentially, and the houses look like they're a block or 2 apart as well. We're on our way. We have arrived. What's their slogan? Thank heaven for 7-Eleven. Okay, the time is now 12:32 a.m. That last batched order for $9.50 for 2.1 miles was not worth the trouble. The first order was $5.50, so that means the second order was a no-tip order. And I should have tried to unassign it then, but I didn't. Get to the second location because it's on the same block, and the bar is open, but the restaurant closed at 11 o'clock. On the chat with support, I'm telling them I don't have the option just to cancel or to show one store is closed. On a single order, it's available, but on this batched order, it wasn't. And he's trying to get me to send him a screenshot. And then when I show him the screenshot showing the help section that it takes me to, since there's no stores closed option, he says, oh, that's not the right one. You need to select stores closed. Back and forth to the point where he tells me, you don't see the option because you're not at the store anymore. I said, I'm sitting in front of the store. I can't move on. I don't see what the first customer's address is. What do you mean? I said, do you want a screenshot of that? Then he says, oh, okay, no worries. I've removed the second order from your account. This all took more than 15 minutes. Even though the first customer was about a mile away from the 7-Eleven. So as soon as I dropped off, received another $7.75 back to 7-Eleven for a total of 2.9 miles, but that was 2.9 from the last customer's address, and we are on our way. Okay, time is now 12:39 a.m. I am within a half a mile of the drop-off for Doordash at 7-Eleven. Turned on Uber Eats because I cannot fool around with Doordash anymore tonight. $10.19 for 2.4 miles, and we're going to pick up after this. Pizza and kebab, we have arrived.
The time is now 1:02 a.m. Just dropped off, and we're going back to our favorite spot on the avenue, in between McDonald's and Surfside, to see what we can get. Let's go. Okay, time is now 1:24 a.m. Just picked up a batched Doordash, and it is a total of 3.4 miles, and it looks like I'm picking up from 2 locations and going to one home. I'll let you know for sure once I finish the dash, but right now we're going back to 7-Eleven.
We have arrived at All About Burger. Let's go get it.
Okay, yes, both of those orders were for the same customer, and just my luck, it was a meet at door where they took a few minutes to get downstairs, but it is dropped off, and now we are on our way back up the app, opening up the Doordash app to see what they were sending me. If I get something going towards the highway, I will take it. If not, we will be going home. My goal was to reach 200. I believe right now I'm at 190, and I'm okay if I don't get that last $10, but I'm not going out of my way, and I'll let you know.
Time is now 1:58 a.m. Did pick up a Doordash, $8.75, going 1.3 miles. It is going back the other direction, but 1 mile at night is like less than 5 minutes when there's absolutely no traffic, and it's right off of the avenue. So this will most likely be the last for the night.
Okay, the time is now 2:13 a.m. Dropped off that McDonald's, and before I got here, did receive a $9.69 order going to 7-Eleven. That is going back towards the highway on Uber Eats, and that officially will put us at our goal a little over, and we will be ending the dash. And I'll come back with the totals. Time is now 2:31, and we are done for the night. Home, James.
Andrea TV here from DriveOnMama.com, coming to give you my totals for Friday, January 7th, 2022, ending working at about 2:30 a.m. So for Uber Eats, it was $123.37, and I'll show you some details of the trips on the screen. And the last one, he actually reduced the tip by $1.20, which is still a good tip. It was $5 and change, but I actually saw him in the hall, so I'm not sure what happened there. But for Doordash, it was a total of $83.50, done in 3 different dashes, $21.25, $21, and $41.25. Sometimes I'll play Tetris and do one at the end of the other, but other times if I get a batch or it's too far, I will just turn off Uber Eats and do the Doordashes. So $83.50 plus $123.37 is $206.87 for the night. Started about, I believe, 6:20, ended at 2:30 a.m. And like and subscribe for more. Drive on, Mama.